Oh no.
And we are recording.
Oh.
Okay. So, uh, welcome back. We have another Burning Veil Starfall Aria session. But before we get too far into everything going on in Vale de Cora, why don't we learn a bit about who we got at the table?
Hi, I'm Radiant, and I play Tala, who is a total druid. Um, she's the healer of the group.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Lexi. I play Andy Quickfoot, who's a Lightfoot halfling bar whiz who loves food, like me. And her familiar's name is Perry, and he's currently a crab because he got proofed so many times. And yeah.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Shay, and I play Freesta. She's an Aladdin blood hunter who embodies a cold complexion and icy resilience, with magic powers from her mysterious, fathomless patron.
Oh, not so mysterious anymore.
Well, kind of.
Alrighty. Well then, let us return to the main hall of Lady Asera's residence, where you were waiting for uh, a information of her connections, as she might be able to provide for you someone who could get you a ship, so that way you could find the something vein. Uh,
Tempest Fane.
Tempest vein. I knew it was a T. Uh, so yeah. And she has given you a strange tool, a dowsing rod, to assist in this manner as well, seeing that you had asked so nicely, and you are friends with her child, Belle. You've been asking many questions of one of the attendants of Lady Asera, Haycock, and he has been very forthright in his answers. But it doesn't take terribly much longer before um, the Lady Asera returns and provides for you a name that I'm going to give to you right now, because I totally had that ready to go. The figure you are to be meeting with is a Marquis Sparblux.
Or what?
Sparblux. I'm assuming you'd like for me to write it in chat.
If you don't
No,
mind.
just copy paste. You know.
I like to write it down first so I can see how wrong I am.
I mean, I can't spell marquee, and that's like a regular word. So.
I mean, it is French, so.
Yeah. It's good French. I spelled that right. Well, close. Beautiful. Sparkplex. Close. Um, yikes. Where is this figure? At the docks?
No, the Marquis is not at the docks. The Marquis, you're given a general description of where you can find the Marquis. But the Marquis does have a ship that could be. So this is like you're going to the big man to get the okay, and then taking that to the docks. Is essentially going to be the
I
plan.
see.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Lovely. Can't wait to meet this marquee spark plug. The caption thing.
Oh yeah. No, I know.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah, Sarah will, wish you all well, and then returns to whatever work she's doing. Busy lady she is.
Great.
She's so cool.
Yeah, that's my mom.
Perfect. Okay. To this marquee person.
Thing.
Yeah, who is not at the docks, but is somewhere else that we can find.
How do we find?
No idea. We got a general direction though, I guess, so we can go that way.
General direction help in this city?
It doesn't.
No,
but
you
like,
have a
neither would
general
specific directions, so-
description that will help in this city.
Okay,
Okay,
let's do that.
let's try.
Alrighty. So, as you follow the different streets and trails and keep your eye out for such a described place, go ahead. I will ask for either a perception or investigation check. Either or. And all right, yeah, it doesn't take terribly long for your group to find the building, and you would see that it is sort of this large spiral shell type construction, and there is this very ornate set of doors. They almost seem to be made of like tempered glass, but you can't quite see into them because they are warped in such a way where it lets in light from outside in these scintillating patterns, but doesn't offer a clear visual.
Do we knock?
Sure.
It's the polite
Three
thing,
knocks.
no?
Is the what thing?
The polite thing.
Right. I knock 3 times.
As you knock, you can hear the sound of footsteps coming to the door, and then the door opens. And you are hit immediately with the smell of salt and incense.
Cool.
Smells
Oh.
nice in here.
Hi.
Oh, you don't see anyone at the
Uh,
door. You just heard footsteps and the door opened.
Oh, good. Can we come in?
It's an open door.
Yes. Okay. Cool. I'll walk in.
So, Andy walks in first. At Skewy, close on her heels. Looking around for any sort of danger.
Hello. Greetings.
Yeah, as you call out, and it sort of echoes up into the spiral of the shell,
Good.
you soon see a figure descend down the stairs within. They've got this very weathered exoskeleton filled with all sorts of lumps and protrusions. And they're wearing this very ornate robe that trails behind them. You can see the claws and many legs that they have. And two eye stalks sort of raise above and, look around with these beady black eyes that are starting to go gray. And they're very crustacean-like, something you might see in a lobster with these traits. Yes, Max. And who are you?
Hi, I'm Andy Quickfoot of the Quickfoot Family Bards, and these are my friends
Hello.
who should
Bard,
introduce themselves.
you say. What sort of
Yep.
performances are you trained in?
Well, flute and drum, and getting kidnapped are some of my favorite things to do.
A musician?
Yeah.
What would it take for you to perform for me?
Not much.
Say gold. Say
Well,
a
we
higher
do have
price so they can negotiate.
We do have a favor to ask, so maybe hearing our favor. would be good.
So I just have to hear out your offer and you will perform for me.
Feels weird.
Yeah, it does feel a little strange. uh, sure.
Excellent. Well, let us get some preparations, and while they are being set up, you can tell me what this favor you'd like is. And the figure clacks their claws, and you can see what you hadn't seen before are like these small crabs. They are larger than Perry. But they are like close to the ground and they start moving things and setting up like chairs around the center, and the figure continues his descent until he's on the ground floor with you all.
Give me a
Wow.
round of applause.
Yeah, you got a flair for the dramatic.
It took me a while to get to where I am, and so I am enjoying the luxuries it provides.
Certainly.
So,
Oh, yeah, Freestyle, what are we asking?
We need a ship, basically. Kind of.
oh, you must be the friends that Sarah was talking of.
Yes, exactly.
Of course. A friend of Sarah is a friend of mine.
We were hoping to use the ship to sort of use the Tempest vein to get to the Stilmy Expanse. Very normal things to do.
Well, the ship can definitely get you to the Tempest Vein, should you be able to find it. It is quite mythical. As far as the
Heard.
Still Mirror Expanse, unfortunately, I never travel out that far, so I don't know that I have any sort of additions for cold waters. But the ship that I plan on letting you use, if it gets damaged or lost, I do not mind. I have plenty more in my fleet.
Awesome. Great. Good. Good.
Yes, we're not really going to the Stilmy Expanse with a invitation, so
Yeah.
Very few people do.
Well, you kind of have an invitation.
I'd say yes, I have an invitation. No one else does.
Hmm.
Well,
Well,
consider yourself part of the very few. It's a very
I'm
good
honored.
place to be. Well, Ms. Quickfoot, our bard, I believe that the stage is set. And you watch as this figure, who can only be Sparblux now that you've sort of talked,
yeah.
takes a seat. And you can
Sparblux.
see that Sparblux, the seat that he takes, is much more grand than the others. But Tutala's perhaps I wouldn't say to tell our surprise, because of the type of figure that Sparblux is, there are chairs that are accommodating for shells.
Nice.
No pressure, Andy.
Wow. I haven't seen such a nice stage like ever, and we've been places.
Yes, well, I understand that it is just a private hall area, but I am a patron for musicians. I do enjoy the art of song.
Great. I'm so excited. Okay.
You will find that the acoustics of my house are quite delectable.
Yes, I'm very excited. And not nervous at all. I kind of like dust off like clothing and stuff. Not at all prepared for this. And kind of take out my grandpa's flute and kind of like do a few like toots on it and go, okay, it's in tune still. It's good. And I guess I'll go up on stage. Try it to done. Performance.
Yeah, it's a performance.
Steady, yes. Okay. Um, would you like to hear anything in particular?
Oh, yes. If you have any tales of dismay, tragedies, those are the very best ones.
Sure, I've collected a few of those recently. We can go with something. more the darker tones. Sure.
I also enjoy any ballads of a conquering warlord.
One or the other. Maybe a little both.
Whatever's in
question.
your repertoire.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to do an insight check, go for it.
I would love to do an insight check.
There's a net 20 for a 19.
What is it that you are looking for?
I just, based on what this person is saying and based on the kind of whereabouts, I just want to know a bit more about, see if I can gauge sort of why they want to hear about these things.
With a 19 and a 27. You can't pick up much of like the true underlying intentions as this is your first meeting of the event, all right? But you see that the joy and enthusiasm in which he asks is it's very genuine. Perhaps it ties into some history of his that he is trying to relive or embellish upon some sort of strange fantasy fulfillment.
Okay. I just want to gauge if he's weird and not dangerous.
Could be both.
Okay. No, it's weird and dangerous.
But right now he seems to be an ally, so maybe you have nothing to worry about.
Sure. Let's go with that.
All right, so Andy, can you describe to me what it is that
yeah, I can describe stuff.
what it is that you'll be performing?
Oh, Lord. I'll take out my drum too because I have it, and I feel like multiple instruments will help with the gloomy aspects. I'll tell the story of the lantern tree just because we're here, and I'll kind of embellish, partially like made up and partially what we know of these people, and they traveled, and there was a big fight with the different groups of people, and then they trapped the demon in the tree, and then this whole like, and time went on,
Okay.
and some things happened that was dismal and bad and horrible that we learned about that happened to my family members. And then I'll kind of make up a character to come save the day, so it's like a combination of like all of us to like free the demon from the tree and slay the demon and stuff. So I'll kind of make up the end. So like the first bit is lantern tree.
Okay. Roll for me a performance roll.
It's
Got this.
good.
Please roll badly. I think we die. No pressure.
Oh, but like, I could do better.
As you finish your performance, there is a moment that sits heavy, where there's no response from the Marquis.
Awesome, good.
And just as like you start to feel the perspiration begin to bead, he takes one of his claws and begins to clack it. It's slow, but it is some form of a recognition. And
Yikes.
what's your passive insight, Andy?
19.
it seems to be on the more appreciative side of things. Perhaps not the best response, but a good response.
Kind of made it up on the fly, so that's yeah.
Hello?
Yes,
Can
you
I
are
try?
one of the bard's friends.
Yes. Can I try?
Are you trained in the musical arts?
Yes. I have this triangle.
An interesting apparatus. I've never seen one utilized upon its own. You must be quite talented indeed.
Well, well, everybody is still learning, right? Even if you're a maestro or whatever, at a different level, you still learn every day.
How long have you been learning?
Let's see. That it's been about a year.
Have found yourself at a maestro status in a year? Must be some sort of a prodigy.
Yes. What is maestro?
Not you.
I'm gonna give you a bonic and say good luck.
Do you only uh, uh let maestros perform? You don't let anybody else perform?
I prefer the maestros. As I said, I am quite the connoisseur of musical arts. I do
Oh,
not care
then,
for amateurs, however.
oh, then yeah, no, then definitely not me. I'm sorry. Although I would have to say I think you're losing out on an experience if you. But I mean, obviously, if yeah, no, you can do it. You
Oh, you can
never
come
mind. I'll
back.
sit up.
Yeah. Future.
I mean, if you
Distant
survive.
future. See?
Does it have
Things
to be a musical thing? Like, can it be like poetry?
could do a duet.
Curate those spaces around myself to amplify the musicality of life. It is something that
No, I don't.
I was not permitted in my youth, and now I see to it to inspire and provide spaces for those who follow such paths.
Oh, that is so nice. That is amazing. Thank you for doing that. You're so nice. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down now. Is that okay?
I mean,
By the way, these benches are amazing.
yes, well, I since rising to the status that I am now occupying, I must make sure that I could provide for any number of guests that come through my door.
That is so great. Okay, I'm gonna go sit down. Freestyle.
Yes.
What is progeny?
We'll talk
It's
about
not
it
me.
later.
Okay,
No.
okay. Yeah, then I shouldn't perform.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't.
I could perform a different instrument if you like.
Well, I would enjoy it, of course, but it is not a requirement.
Yeah, I feel like I have a little more spunk in me that I'd like to show.
Well then,
That's
the
really
stage is
six.
all yours.
Awesome. Great. I'll do a pure Quickfoot family drama rendition instead of the flute. So now I gotta pick a different story.
Can I just try to subtly pick out my triangle?
If you do, I'm gonna have Perry come over and
What is Perry's perception?
better than yours. No, probably not better than yours. What's Perry's perception? Passive perception is 9,
Well,
but I would see it and show him that.
yeah, you would see it, which is why you'd be sending Perry over.
Right.
I noticed Perry watching me and I put it away.
All right.
Mhm.
When you are ready,
Great.
describe to me a little bit of what your performance is, and then roll me your performance roll.
Dismal. He said dismal what?
He
Dismal,
likes
sad.
he likes the dismal, the tragic, or songs of like conquering warlords. So things that are like like a dirge could probably work.
Demon tree.
That was just played.
How you
did
were under
that.
the curse of the bone.
I
Oh,
did that all.
well, you can also talk about the how you left Caramander's heart broken. You've kind of like dangled a little carrot and then just never followed
that's
through.
not related to this at all, Tala. Thank you though for bringing that up. That really helps my confidence a whole lot. Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Do you want to talk about how Freesta's entire village was dead?
No.
Okay.
That is pretty dismal though.
I'm aware, thanks.
There's the Draco
Yeah.
Lich.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. We don't know much about him though. Fine.
I
Fucking
mean,
make
Being
it
betrayed
up.
by Cardi.
It's pretty dismal. Pretty dismal.
betrayal.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a
that's
good
more
word. Just
betrayal.
Though I don't know, this guy might like Kari's side more than where y'all
Yeah.
stand.
I'll do the fantasy
you
version
wanna-
of Hannibal
Hell yeah.
with the elephants coming over the Alps and then losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the story of that. Mhm.
All right, roll me a
Okay,
performance.
Oh my god, better than fuck. I don't like this game. I don't like these dice. Sad.
There is again.
Ah,
Oh,
what?
oh, were you gonna say add something onto that? Okay. Oh.
No, I'm just. It's
Technology hates me. Dice hate you.
damn.
I'm just gonna go sit in the corner.
Again, there is this long, pregnant pause before you get a very similar reaction. The one claw
Yeah,
just clacking.
just be sad. Okay,
Give a round of applause.
Apologies. Thanks, guys. Maybe if I survive, I'll come back and try and get back my self-worth. But I think I'm leaving it here today. So
I mean, do you want to maybe, you know what? Maybe it's not the instrument, it's the song you sing. Do you want to sing about how you were traumatized by watching your brother fuck? No? Okay.
that never happened.
What? I thought you saw that and you were like, oh, I'm never scrying him again.
He was naked, and I believe the person next to him was naked, but that's all I saw.
To be fair,
Oh, you didn't actually see the insertion. Okay.
to be fair, you only saw that he was shirtless. He had a blanket covering.
Oh, right. That's true. I don't actually know the state of undress.
You want to talk about how
No.
like Ansel's heart is broken
No, not really.
because he's unrequited love.
No, we could talk about Soanoris and Terminder and how awful that situation was.
Yeah,
That's a fun
that is a.
story.
You should have actually sung about that. I was thinking about
Story.
it. Yeah.
I think
Or you can think. You remember the time where we went to the tower of and then rescue Carissa and ended up we succeeded, but it was like a clusterfuck.
it was a cluster, yeah. I mean, my part went swimmingly. I don't know, something with Freestone being bad at stealth.
You should think about me being bad at stealth. That's devastating.
Yeah.
Or the time that you did ascending and you forgot to say and Freesta says hi.
While I was right in front of you, after saving your life.
Oh,
That was
yeah,
devastating. I cried for hours.
that was funny.
It was not.
That was hilarious. After the
Like
fact.
the second worst day of my life.
Nah, I think I've taken up too much of the Marquis' good humor. I don't want to embarrass myself again. So okay.
One more.
Yeah, one more.
Oh,
Do you want to borrow my triangle?
no, I'm good. Thank you, Paolo. Though. I'm looking at the Marquis. Like, what's the vibes? I'm feeling kind of like I shouldn't do another one.
Roll an insight check.
Why the
He seems that he's in a mood to humor you some more, so if you'd like to take another shot.
five? Let's get a 4 this time.
Okay,
I'll do
Andy. Wait,
Oh, yes.
I feel like instead of singing about other people's experience, you should sing about something that really deeply touched your heart and talk about how like your heart feelings, you know. And I
You
know
want
I
to?
feel like a lot of times you talk about like, oh no, you put like funny haha or like lighthearted twist on things that goes through us, but you never talk about your like sincere like heartbreaking where you were like cried your eyes out and will get so frustrated like like those moments. You don't really talk to us about that. How come? Like, do you ever like feel that? I feel like you should talk about something like that, like how you've never experienced like love.
Sing about us killing all the pirates.
Oh, and how we didn't let you go with pirate chummy beard chum. Yeah, no, that's still like too superficial. You want to talk about how scared you were about your grandmother Stefania, like putting you in front of the tree, and how devastated and traumatized you were?
Really? Can I sing about the Draco Age?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. If I get a 4, I am just leaving the chat. This is just not okay. Anything but a 4, man. Thank you.
Ooh.
That's better.
Again, there's this sort of pause, and you're worried that, this man's taste is quite high.
Yeah,
But
I'm trying, man.
the slow one claw becomes quicker, louder. A second comes in.
Yes.
Um,
Good. Good. Okay.
yeah.
Hello, buddy. No, tell it.
No, I don't have to triangle out, but I just motion like me hitting him.
Ah.
I don't know.
But
I
yes,
pressed hesitation to sound a little bit.
Yeah.
the
Y'all.
clacking stops, and one of the eyes look around.
I stay as still as possible.
Well, it seems that your bardic talents are in quite good practice. If you'd like to return at any point, you'd be welcome upon such a stage.
Thank you very much. And I'll give like a very dramatic bow. Thank you for humoring me as I tried to find my voice today.
Yes, I understand entirely. Sometimes one just needs to warm up. And it's at this point one of the crabs comes by. You can see that this crab has like a little bow tie.
Oh
And
my god.
in one of his claws, it presents to Sparblux this rolled up piece of paper, and Sparblux takes it and unfurls it, reads over it before pulling out from the robe a stamp and pressing it down before rolling it back up and presenting it to you, Andy. For this ship.
Oh my god. I heard holy shit. What'd you say?
For the
the
ship.
ship. Holy shit.
Okay. Give another bow. Well, thank you.
It was coming your way anyway, but you did, of course, provide such glorious entertainment.
That's my job. And calling.
Well, keep following it. You are doing quite splendidly. So,
Love the power.
anything else you ask of Sparblux before making your way out for the docks?
Question. Do you have any extra bow ties, or do you have a name of a tailor? My familiar, I think, is a little jealous.
As there's like a sort of flick of the eye stalks, but as soon as he spots that Perry is a crab,
Yeah.
a few clicks of the claws, and the same bow tie adorned crab comes out with another bow tie.
Oh my god. Thank you. He says thanks. What is Perry actually excited about this or not? Really?
Let's find out. It's gonna be so nice to put on. I don't think I've ever worn something before.
First time for everything.
Hello?
Hi. Um, you're all about the ships and stuff like that, right? Do you, Andy, do you wanna tell him about the guy that you saw who was like trapped in the other dimension?
Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks,
Well,
darling. So, oh,
perhaps misunderstanding. Well, I do have certain fleets and ships. It's not quite my passion. I'm more of what one might think of as a overseer.
never mind. Have a good day.
So, you set out for the docks.
Do we need to get
Do we need
anything?
Yeah, like do we need to get supplies, like the food? Like do we need like bedroll, like that's like, more cushiony? Like do we
Got some
need
supplies, I believe.
The
We should
agreement
have
you
enough
got
supplies.
Yeah, the agreement you got was just for the ship, so.
We got supplies before, didn't we?
We got like cold water gear, or cold like
Oh.
weather gear. We don't have
Yeah.
like supplies to be on a ship for.
Oh yeah, and
I mean,
so
I guess
as
we're okay for food and water because we have the cauldron and
Yes.
the thingy. But do we want anything else? Yeah, let's go to the
Several
market.
lemons.
And can we just get some like oranges or any citrus, so like a vitamin C stuff, maybe some eggs and bread, and like squash and potatoes and carrots.
do be aware
Oh,
that
it's
anything that you are getting has to be cultivated in an aquatic sense. So root vegetables out of it. You're not gonna get any sort of potatoes or carrots or things like that.
but I want a carrot. Can I have a
We get
carrot?
a lot of root vegetables in the stew, to be honest.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's. Never mind.
I mean, you can still go and grab stuff. That's fine. I'm just.
Ouch.
I will also make note that since Talo is not present for the cold gear shopping, the gear that was approximated for you is a little tight around like the shoulders, but other than that, fits fine.
Sorry, you weren't with us. It was just an approximation. I tried. You're being dramatic. It's not
It's
that
fine.
bad.
It's fine. It's fine. I just need to lose some weight. It's fine. It'll be fine.
Oh, whoa.
How does that work with totals? Like, if your shell is big, can
Yeah, I
it
was
get
going to
not
say.
big?
I mean, like, even if it's not, it's your shoulders. Like, that's bone. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be kind of SOL on that whole attempt. It looks nice, though.
so, if you decide to go get supplies, I will say that you'd be looking at 2 gold per day's ration if you want to pick up anything like that.
Good funds. That we
Yeah.
never pay into.
I pay into basically half of my funds at this point. How long should we suppose it'll take? Like, is this going to be like a long while sort of thing?
I have no idea how far the still mirror expanses.
I will say, go ahead, roll for me survival checks.
My +3.
I also have
Oh.
plus D.
Great. Okay. Much better.
Ah, what's wrong with us?
You don't know
We're
how long
cursed.
it's gonna take.
Well,
You know what? But let's just, because we have done other things, let's spend like 30 gold. Yeah, so 15 days worth, 2 weeks worth of stuff.
Sure.
cool.
Is that just like 15 across the board, or are you trying to say 15 each?
I think it's each.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we got bag of holding. We can just stick stuff in there.
That's what.
Yes.
You could have wet food.
Elder
That way I
core?
can't.
No.
Soup is wet food.
Don't want no.
Your
Ugh.
food.
Ugh.
I don't
Okay.
like it being described as that. The longer it sat with me, the longer it just sort of didn't feel right. Let's never describe it as that again.
I'm gonna send pictures of cereal. It's like, wet food.
No.
I mean, if you get dressing on your sandwiches, that also makes
Don't
it wet
don't
food.
go. No, 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 no,
Make
no,
it.
no, no, no.
Back
You
to
can just leave
math.
that alone.
You said it was 2 gold per person per day for rations, right?
Yes.
Okay, so there's us.
I deducted 30
selling
gold
key.
for myself.
Don't worry about
So
the
there's-
NPCs. They can cover themselves.
Okay, so just 4 of us times 2 weeks, so 14.
4 of us.
3 of us. Raise here in spirit. I forgot.
And
Yeah, Ray's
patches.
back at the sanctuary doing wizard things.
Maybe
I
helping with the weapon upgrades.
Yeah, definitely what's going on there. Ray's helping with the wizard upgrades, with the weapon upgrades.
Want to spend a bunch of money on rations when we have the cauldron. Seems like a
We
waste.
don't have to. Yeah. Maybe just a few, just in case I get
How
hungry.
about we? Yes, we can
I could
spend.
just buy some.
Yeah, rations are just a snack for Andy anyway.
Yeah, let's buy. This is group fund, like 50 gold worth of rations.
For a week
And
or
then
so.
do we all have? Yes. How are we with bedrolls? Everyone has one, right? We're all good and comfy.
So comfy. Comfiest.
What is a bedroll?
Ooh, I only have a blanket. I should get a bedroll.
Get a bed. How much is a bedroll?
I think
Oh,
it's
do
like
I have
1
gold?
silver or something like that.
Yep.
Hold on.
I've got a bedroll.
I don't have
The one
one.
person. The one
One gold.
person in the party that doesn't sleep has a bedroll.
Okay, I'll just get myself one. Don't worry about
Yeah, 1 gold piece. Skewy still does not know what a bedroll is.
it. And he never works. It works out.
We can use mine. I'm going to tuck him in.
What is
There
the
you go.
purpose?
Sleep
Oh, I have
and
a
be
violin.
comfy.
Do you not just stand in place?
No.
Sometimes. Sometimes I walk to mysterious ships and I freak out my friends.
Yes. Let's not make it a habit.
It is not
At this
preferred.
point, Priester.
The preferable sleep is swimming in place.
For you.
Yes.
Yes, but like, what about a cozy bedroll?
I do not see how it is cozy.
Do you even know the
Created this.
definition of cozy?
I do not.
You will find out.
That's a problem.
Taking 50 gold out of the group fund just for some rations.
My favorite thing.
Okay. You all are buying your own bedroll. She's fine. Guys, kid. Things. What else might we need? I mean, do any of us know how to sail a ship? I can if
Can
you
we
give
get-
me a night. But like,
Can we
Dell knows how to.
Good for them.
nerd,
can we get a spyglass?
I guess.
Very expensive piece of equipment.
It is a very expensive piece of equipment.
Which I never understood. I'm like, it's a freaking. I want like a cardboard paper tube version I don't need the fancy optical stuff. Seems not needed.
Why is it 1,000 gold?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah.
I
What
mean,
the fuck?
spyglasses were
You don't need it!
notorious. Spyglasses were notoriously expensive.
Yeah, but we don't live in the 18th century.
Yes. We don't need a spyglass. We can send out Perry to scout.
Exactly. Except he can't fly. But I could fix
Yet.
that. Right.
Can we enchant the bow tie to be like a bow tie of flying?
He weighs less than 10 pounds, right? Like I could just hand him away.
I thought you were gonna say you could just throw him. Yeet. Maybe
Or
the
is
ship
that
has like
Ken?
a cannon thing.
And right before he hits the water or land or whatever, I can just yeet him back to me. That wouldn't be traumatic for the little guy at all.
Can we skip
Uh,
Perry?
Probably. We skipped a halfling, so
Yeah.
I mean, like
I'm
anything's
going to
possible.
say.
The loyalty oyster man and the veiled Akora. Well, I'm ready to go whenever. Oh, just kind of vibing. I don't have anything else I want to get.
You sure you don't want that
Quick.
spyglass?
Equipment stuff. No. Maybe. Can we steal one?
No.
Because stealth has notoriously gone very well for you.
You know
It was
that story
one
that I didn't
time!
tell?
Okay,
I don't think it
in
was
my
just
defense,
once.
the stealth failed, but I was fine because I can just teleport out of there. The whole
You were
problem rose
fine.
from
That
Tala.
wasn't fun. You yeeted on Tala.
I did not ask for help.
Oh, well, sucks to be in a friend group, my friend.
It doesn't it? Just don't
Well,
get
we're-
kidnapped 3 times a week.
You
Wow.
didn't have to come after me, of course. Yeah, I see
Wow.
the hypocrisy. What?
Yeah.
While we're at the market, I asked if anybody had seen Darcy.
Did you do like a really like poor like police drawing?
He didn't look like a
Like a big
priest.
circle with like a frowny face.
Like a police.
Oh,
Police.
Yeah,
Police,
yeah, yeah.
Like
A drawing. Yeah.
it's that one guy. Do you not? Hold on.
What
Hold-
about guys?
Hold on.
Holding.
Like a while?
That guy.
What the?
Yes. That's how I
Yeah,
imagine
perfect.
like how Tala
This
draws.
is Darcy. This is Darcy, though. Look, can we just make
Can
this
this
canon?
canonically be what he looks
This
like?
is
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah,
canonically what he looks like.
Why
Please.
not?
Because that is not it.
Why not?
Because I say so.
You're the DM. You can make anything happen.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm not making
Like
that
our
happen.
wishes come true.
Why not? Do you hate us?
Yeah. It's clear now.
Those are your words, not mine.
You don't deny them.
Because if I deny them, you're gonna call bullshit, and if I enforce them, you're gonna call bullshit. I lose either way.
Don't know that.
Exactly.
Maybe. Might be the point of a DM, I think.
Alright. So yeah.
I say
I'm
we
ready
just
whenever. I don't know
go,
if we still
yes.
wanted to do the whole like
If you
figure
want
out,
to
you know,
try and
skill
steal it.
proficiency stuff.
Yeah, if you want to try and steal it.
No, not that.
If you want to try and steal it.
No, I think we're good without that particular traumatic
I want to
experience.
look for a spyglass. I just want to see
Oh,
if there's one
Lord.
around.
Give me a perception or investigation roll.
Can I look too and like specifically try and get her to not see it if I see one?
I
Alrighty.
thought we're all turning against each other today.
Freesta, you do in fact see that there is a spyglass here.
No, what's over there?
How guarded is the spyglass?
Oh my lord.
Not particularly. There's just a cellar that's looking over the stall that has it. There's like all sorts of like different glassware, but this is definitely like the big cellar.
Yeah.
Hey, Del,
Um,
What?
we're trying to go ahead and save your mom's business. Can you buy a spyglass for us?
So,
What?
well, my mom is very well known. I don't have a lot of money. Adventuring doesn't really pay the bills.
Speak
Yeah.
for yourself.
Hey,
You're
Lafredo.
doing the wrong adventure.
Do not ask me.
Why?
Can I ask you,
No.
please?
If you wish to get a
Kiwi,
spyglass
do you have any clams?
No. I I do not
Clam
have
food?
clams. I eat them.
Oh no, clams like the gold coin things that it's used to.
Clams are not gold.
My God,
Okay, I'm gonna sit down now.
I turn invisible.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch you through Perry's blind sight.
How far blind sight does Petty have?
30 feet.
Okay, not bad. I just walk up to the spyglass and I try and wait until the vendor's like in conversation with someone and facing the other direction. I want to just like walk up and just take it and walk away.
It's not gonna go.
Alright. Roll for me a sleight of hand check.
With
I?
advantage?
7.
So,
Called it.
as the seller is talking to this person, you lift the spyglass and the seller turns to go grab the spyglass that this person is interested in buying and notices that it's floating.
I face step away,
Uh,
which isn't a spell, so it shouldn't get rid of invisibility.
it doesn't, but you do hear a Aquin call out and Dell is like, oh no.
Yeah.
They're calling for the guards. We
This is
need to
the part
leave.
where we run.
I
Yeah.
put it in the bag of holding, and then I
Oh
use
my
the ring
lord.
of message, which gets rid of invisibility, but I'm at least 30 feet away from now, and I'm like, we need to leave.
Yeah, docks? Docks, yes. Okay,
Docks.
cool. Running, yeah. I don't know where that is, but yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna ask for a group survival roll to see how well this goes on your running away.
Oh, we're so good at survival? Yeah. Good. Excellent.
Guys.
It's a group roll, you know, it could
What is happening?
We all
I
suck
have plus
at it.
9.
I don't, but I
what's
don't have that experience. but-
what's happening is it looks like we might be having to do a prison breakout again.
Again,
Fine.
hey, we didn't get arrested, did we? I don't think
No,
we
but
ever
you
got
were
arrested.
captured and held in a dungeon.
Okay, we do not have to keep bringing this up.
Yes, we do.
Like, I think that horse is dead at this point.
It happened like 3 weeks ago. What are you talking about?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I wish Leffigo was here. He could back me up on this.
Africa is here.
Oh, sorry, didn't notice you
No one
Damn.
does.
there.
So,
Right.
let's roll for our NPCs to see if we can bring up your,
Just our scores. Yeah,
s-
please.
your situation
Oh,
here.
Tala, you have Bardic still, I think, if it hasn't been an hour. If you care.
D10?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
Nice.
20 for me.
let's go.
This session is so fun.
Oh no, it's
It's a
Skewy,
mess. Oh god.
buddy.
I don't mind if he gets captured.
Again.
It's a noble sacrifice.
Again.
Hey, the hand
Oh,
didn't grab
yeah.
him. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it did. He was able to get out.
Didn't grab him though. Oh, that did grab him, didn't it?
Yeah, it grabbed him and he
Yeah.
was able to break free.
Well, and then he
Oh,
got the
he's
screaming fit
fine.
or whatever.
Oh,
I
so he did.
forgot.
Buddy, come on.
Okay. It's a group
Well, it was
roll.
nice knowing you guys.
Let's see. Alright.
I'm not holding my
This is the
breath.
grouping question though.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So the guards don't know why you're running. Just that you are. And that you're running in a group.
Good.
We gonna miss the ship?
Yep. It's almost leaving.
You're the ones that
I
are.
didn't realize.
Oh, you're trying to lie.
Yes.
Yelling at
Didn't
the
realize the
guards.
time.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. I will say you can roll a deception check here. Either each of you can roll one, or one of you can roll with advantage.
Somebody besides me roll with an advantage.
Oh wait, Fleece also has pretty good deception, yeah.
I have plus
Yeah, but
4.
she's
Oh, nah.
invisible.
No, she's not.
No, I'm not, because I
She's
didn't bring
not
a
anymore.
message.
I have a +7.
Go for it.
I could do it.
Go
Okay.
advantage.
Not that my rolls have been holy nuts. Hold on.
Thing.
Okay, that's better. What?
Okay. So. For a moment, it looked like they were going to apprehend Lefriga, who rolled the lowest of your group.
Can we retract the deception? Can we get him taken away?
Sure, get your
kidding.
guide from the Fates design taken. That's a great idea.
That would cause so many problems.
I love problems.
Clearly. Oh, God.
But hearing your call of, panicked, punctuality, they let you all continue on your runaway. But you feel the eyes of the guards watching you as you leave the marketplace.
Okay, so we got everything we need, right? This
Yes.
is just
And
yes,
then
that's
some.
fantastic.
Where's
Okay.
the ship? To
The ship.
The ship.
All right, so you get to the docks, and with assistance from the dockmaster, you're able to find the ship that you have been given, and let's get a name for the ship real quick. The ship that you have been given by Sparblux is it's called The last delivery.
That's so ominous. I hate it.
Yeah. It would be like the first delivery. Can we rename it? Hey, it's
I'll
my
make sure
initials
this is the
though.
last delivery.
Cool. Okay. And we know how to sail a ship,
I need to sleep first.
but can we like? Is there like instructions?
We have Del, and then we were also on the ship. Remember how we were helping out? I've been on a ship for like 6 months.
Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. Come on. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's see.